Hi, good evening everyone. I'm sure all of you are as eager as me to meet one and all. I hope all of you are staying safe. Kathy, just let me know if I can start right away, or do I need to wait for another 2-3 minutes? Just put a message. Today's session is about Thoran making. Thoranam, as we all say, Thoran is a sign of an auspicious event. Like it can be for a festival, it can be for a function, it can be for a grah pravesh or a wedding, anything. So what we do at that time, we decorate the house, especially the entrance of the house we start with. Okay, for that on the floor we put rangoli, and on the entrance we usually hang some thoran. In south we use this mango leaves, Mavilai Thoranam. In olden days we just used to get a cluster of those leaves and then a bunch of those and then put it on both the sides of the door. But now everything has become more crafty. People have started making torans by themselves at their homes, and you can also get them outside. But today I felt that we can do it ourselves. During this lockdown, we can make use of it and do it in our houses. The first thing I want to show you is an MDF Mavilai Thoran, mango leaf Thoran, which is already done by me. So I'll just I'll just show it to you. Making of this thoran will be provided this night in a video form, because this takes a little bit of time because of painting and all that. But since I've already made a video of it, I'll share it in the night today in my group. Okay. So next, today I plan to teach a thoran using bakram cloth. For that, what all the materials we need? We need a bakram cloth like this, canvas cloth, or even your regular canvas sheets you can use, or any white long cloth, poplin, anything you can use. Okay, and I'll be showing you with the making of paints. See, I've got all these paints with me, acrylic and fabric paints. I'm going to make use of those paints, and of course liners to decorate that. And I will also be using some mica chips. This is mica chips, so I'll be using these. This is very lightweight, so it's not like the mirrors, so I'll be using some of these also. So shall we start? For that we need to make a template. I'll just draw and show you. Okay, see, I have 3 various sizes of plates. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this is the first slightly bigger size. What I'm going to do is just going to keep half of it, like a half moon. Okay, I'm just drawing the outline. Can you see? The next one will be slightly smaller, so which will be like this. You can draw any design, but today I want to show you something like this. I've used 5 different sizes. I have made a panchavarnam. I call it panchavarnam because 5 colors I have made use while doing that. But right now I have shown you 3 sizes. Okay, And what you need to do is you need to cut them like using these waste cartons. I have made these 3 different sizes. Okay. So, and also a leaf. What I have done right now is I have drawn the same on using these. I have drawn them on this buckram cloth. Okay, so how do we measure the size of the length of the toran? Depending on the entrance from one end to the other end of your door, you need to measure it, and it's usually anything between 38 to 41 inches in length. The usual torans are anything between 38 to 41 inches. Okay, so what you need to do is, this is a buckram cloth. See, like this. This will be maybe, let me check it and tell you. This is only 35. Okay, but I am going to show you just one piece as to how, and later the finished piece. So what I have done is, I have drawn this pattern. Okay, let me show you the coloring of this. In this, I am going to use only 3 colors. I have kept an extra 1 inch length later on to cut it. Once it's all painted, you can cut it, or you can cut it and paint it, whichever, either way you can do it. Okay, so let's start the painting and allow it to dry. Okay, so I plan to use the neon colors this time. I plan to use the pink first for the outermost. Make sure to fill the complete column. Torans are usually very colorful, isn't it? So make use of nice bright colors and do it. First I draw the outline and then I fill it up. Don't worry if it goes a little outside the line that you have drawn, because later on you are going to use the liner to correct it and also give an extra beauty to that. So now my pink is over. Okay, you can see that the pink is over. The center one I plan to give the neon yellow. Neon yellow. Friends, I will clarify all your doubts at the end of the session. and as I am doing each toran, I will be explaining the materials that I have used in that. Especially some of you had specifically asked. So in this Bakram toran that I am doing, the materials that I am using are acrylic or fabric colors, Bakram cloth. You can use even any other long cloth or poplin, even on canvas you can. Canvas sheets you get, you can paint on those and cut them, okay. And then I'm going to use liners, 3D cone gold liners. I'm going to use mica, okay. Now the yellow is done. I hope you are able to see it. The yellow is done. Next I'm going to use the orange. You can even do it as a rainbow shape, meaning like you can give 7 colors and make it as a rainbow. Thanks to Katyayani and Nisha for making me come out with all my hidden stuff, making sure that I come up with something for this festive season. Very soon we will have all the festivals coming up from July 15th onwards. So I'm sure all of you can give a try with whatever materials you have at home, okay. Okay, so the orange is also done now. Let me fill up the leafy part. I've just drawn only one leaf. We may not have enough time, so I'm just drawing only one leaf, and we'll fill it up with neon green. Usually I give a second coat, but today I'll just show you with one coat of paint. Even I never realized that the neon colors would look more attractive. So this is done, right? What you need to do is draw similar patterns till the end of that 40 inches or whatever, and you need to fill up with colors like this. This is one kind of toran. While this gets dried, let me show you few other torans, because I still have the liner work to do on this and the mica work, the mirror work. saw this? Okay, I'll put this at the end again. Okay. This is a satin ribbon toran. Okay, completely done with satin ribbons. This is almost, I don't know, I think 2009, I think 2008 or 9 I must have done this. Okay, I have used, let me put it on the table so you will have a better look. Okay, it's quite heavy here, by the way. Okay, so let me show you. I have used satin ribbons, 3 colors I have used. One is orange. Okay, then I have used red in the middle and dark green at the end. Okay, and what I have done is I had these ready-made kalash, the bells, and 2 mirrors I have stuck together, and I have inserted some beads in between, and I have done this, and some bells at the bottom. Okay, so this is one orange. Here I have put red. Here I have put green, and the other end as well I have put orange. Okay, so this is a very old toran. Okay, next let me show you my favorite Ganesha toran. This is a Ganesha toran. This Ganesha toran, if you notice, let me show you very clearly. As you see, completely hand stitched. Okay, it took me almost 5 to 6 months because I was also working that time. I did this in 2006. Okay, so 5 different Ganeshas patterns I had taken. So each one, let me explain to you. This is done on Gada cloth. Waste bits of Gada cloth from cushion covers I had made use. I have used 5 different styles of hand embroidery. I used Kundan stones. I used 5 different colors. Okay, can you see? This is green. This is brown. This is turquoise blue, this Ganesha. This is red. And this is purple. Okay, and all this completely hand stitched, and I have also given piping. You can make out. Okay, on the top I had attached an extra piece, and I have made it look a little like the Gujarati Rajasthani style. So added red bandhani cloth. This is one of my favorite because being a Ganesha fan, no, I made this. Actually, I made usually these are 9 pieces, but because it's done by hand, each Ganesha you can see it, I could only fit in only 5. So that's why I have made this as 5 Ganeshas. Okay. So, okay. Now next what we will do is, I will show you acrylic rangoli. Which is almost done. Okay, I will just need to add one extra piece here. This is acrylic rangoli. I'm sorry, acrylic toran. So used to saying acrylic rangoli, no? So this is acrylic toran. Green color leaf, red color leaf, and a kalash in between. It is fixed on a woolen plate. I had made this braid was with me for almost, I don't know, God knows how many years ago. So I thought, okay, why to waste it, and I'll make use. Okay, so this is done like this. Okay, let me show you how the pieces look individually. I'll lay it on the table and I will show you the materials for this. Okay, I just need to add one extra piece. If time permits, I will add that and show you. Okay, this is how a piece looks. See, we used to make use when, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, while making all those artificial trees and all that, or torrents. So I had all these as well. So I thought, let me put that into use, and that's why we use that. So that's how it is, and let me show you how a set looks. Just like how you get these rangolis, acrylic rangoli, you also get these torrent leaves also, torrents also. But I'm not sure whether it's available in the market here. I bought them quite some time ago. I have green, red and green. It looks like this. Okay, and it has got a hole at the bottom and a hole at the top. So from the bottom I have made use like this, and from the top I've just made a loop to put it on that. Hope you are all liking it so far. Okay, so, and you have a metal kalash. Okay, so which is what is there I had fixed, and I made a patch myself with red stone some time back, which I could put into use now. Okay, so this is another torrent. So let me show you how I strung it. Okay, we still have enough time. Let me show you. Regular needle and thread. Okay. What I did was, this side has got 4 already. So this side now, what I do is, I just put it inside. There's no power here, current cut it. So I'm sweating all over. Bapre. Okay, so I have inserted it and made sure that this is in the right place. Okay, so I hold it a little tight. Okay, and I give a few stitches. Okay, with normal needle and thread. I've used a red color needle and thread. This is the reason why I have stitched it, is so that it doesn't move here and there. You may be thinking, this looks like a very small sized torrent. Okay, when we have any festival, we also hang crepe papers, crepe paper decorations, right? So instead of that, you can make use of these. These are light in weight. You can fix them on your walls. It will have an added attraction. Even on your puja this one, puja shelf, a smaller one, and the green and red are auspicious colors, isn't it? With a kalash. So it's done now. Okay. So this is done. Just that extra bit. Okay, so you must all be wondering what happened to this Navarattan, Navarattan Thoran, Nava, all those, all that was mentioned. Okay, so let me show you the Navarattan Thoran. I call it Navarattan, I call it Navrang, okay, because it is made of jute. I still need to do one more, which I will show you now how it's being done. Okay. See, it's coming out of the box, just like how you preserve all your Navarattan, no? So like that. This is completely made in with jute. I need to add an extra piece of jute. I have used 9 colors in mango shape. Okay, so you can have a look at the colors. Navrang. So now you know why I call it Navarattan. Okay, so the last, see what I had done was I had cut a shape of a mango. Okay, this I used, you get a pack of 10 colors jute in A4 size. This I had bought for some class which came into use now. Okay, so, and I used this lace which is called Gajriya lace. Okay, this is the lace I had used. See, can you see? Mango shape with an extra long I've got a stock here, so that this can be folded. Okay, and you need to just staple it at the back. Okay, so I have used this Gajriya lace which I need to fix now, just like the other 8. Then you get all these stone chains. Okay, I'm sure many of you know what this is about, because most of you are doll makers and crafters. You get them in any size you want. So I have made use of this, as well as Shubla. I'm sure one of this can show you. I have fixed. So let me show how to fix this. Okay, you just need our favorite Allfix, the scissors. So let's get started. There's my glass. Okay, so what I will be doing is I've cut this. Okay, so let me finish that. I cut a little extra, okay, so that it doesn't have the raw edge poking out from the sides. So cut a little extra. and always make sure you give a neat finish. Okay, so what I do is I stick it to the back like this. Okay, so one side is done, one of this is done. So now let me do the other one. This Gajriya lace that I am using is green and red. I am sorry, whoever is trying to reach me, please. I am in the middle of a demo. Okay, so this is done now. So next what I will be doing is I need to fix the stones. So I've been using 4 on top. So I'm cutting 4. I apply glue on that. The bottom one will have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, so this is done. Now I will fix the Shubh Labh, which are Meenakari colors of green, red and gold. These are again acrylic. You get a variety of sizes in red and green, in combinations as well. So this is done. Okay, now I will just staple it. Okay. Okay, so it's done. I make the hole slightly bigger, and since this side is free now, one end, I'm going to insert it there. Put a knot, yeah. I put a knot here so that it doesn't move out of the loop here and there. Okay. Now with these key rings that you get, just need to just tighten it. Put it in the other side. One side you have already put, so this is on the other side. So it's all knotted. The Navaratna, the Navrang Toran is ready. Okay, so next we go back to our finished, half done work. Okay, let me show that the remaining of the painting needs to be done. Okay, so what we'll be doing is now I'll show you how I applied the liner. Okay, I'm using gold liner. Just make sure that the flow is okay. Yeah, the flow is okay. So what I'm going to do is, just in few areas I'll show you. Make sure it touches the fabric. I'm doing the outline of the leaf. I'm drawing the veins now. Okay, so this is done. It's almost over. Now I am outlining the pink area. You can keep adjusting your sheet. Okay. So this is done now. Okay, and I'll just show you how to fix the mirrors next. I apply a little glue to my toothpick so that it can lift the mica and place it in the correct place. So, okay. So now what I do is I squeeze a little bit of this glue. Okay. Now with this I take the mica like this. I put it on top of this and give it a press and make sure that it comes around the mica. Okay, this is how it is done. So let me show you a finished piece. Hope this is clear so far. Okay, let me show you the finished piece. Can you see that the design is, the outline is completely cut, painted, and I have fixed mica, and for the top of this is a smaller one for my puja room, for the puja altar. Okay, what I had done was, you get these zaris, I'll put it on the table to have a complete look. Okay, so I call this my Panchavarnam. Okay, Panchavarnam, because I have used 5 colors here: green, crimson, golden yellow, orange, and it's a shade of this neon pink actually. Okay, and with outlined by 3D gold outliner, and stuck with mica. And this is the lace. What I did was, on the buckram cloth I just stuck one full piece of lace, then whatever was required I cut it, and I have stapled it at the back. No, I think I've stuck it. Yes, I've stuck it. So today we have you must have seen 6 of the torrents, of my torrents. One is this buckram, one is with satin ribbons, one with acrylic, one with jute, one with MDF, and one in complete cloth with embroidery and sequins and everything. I trust all of you enjoyed the session today. You have any queries, please post it. I will answer after the session. In the comment box, you please post whatever doubts or queries you have. I will be able to explain to you. And regarding the materials also, you have a doubt again, please let me know. Let me explain to you. Thank you, Kathy and Nisha, for this opportunity once again. I'm so glad to be back with all of you today. And I request more members to come in and share your knowledge. We want more people to come out and show your talents too, because seeing the same people again and again, you may find it boring. So we would love to see more fresh faces. Don't you agree? I'm sure the admins will agree. Anyway, thank you. Take care. Bye bye.